Hello friends, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Professor S.P. Singh from Faculty of Management Studies, Gurukul Kangdi University, Haridwar. Today we are going to study Module 7 concerning ethical behavior in human resource management. Friends, after studying this module, you shall be able to know the concept of business ethics, understand the importance of ethics in human resource management, comprehend the sources of business ethics, understand the ethics in human resource management, become aware of the standards of ethical behavior, and understand the ethics and the human resource manager. Ethics is a branch of philosophy dealing with morality, distinguishes between good and evil in the world, right and wrong human actions, and virtuous and non-virtuous characteristics of people. The sources of ethical guidance lead us to our beliefs or convictions about right or wrong, and people have a responsibility to take advantage themselves of these sources of ethical guidance. Individuals should worry about right or wrong and not just be related with what is proper under the circumstances. The strong point of the relationship between what an individual or an organization believes to be moral and correct and what ready for use sources of ethical guidance suggest is morally correct is type 1 ethics. Similarly, having strong beliefs about right and wrong and basing them on the proper sources may have little relationship to one's actions. Type 2 ethics is the strength of the relationship between what one believes and how one behaves. People admit that it is ethics in practice that matters something. Ethics is important for satisfaction of basic human needs. Being fair, honest, and ethical is a basic human need. An organization driven by moral values is viewed with respect in the society, even by those who may not have information about the working and the businesses of such an organization. A value-driven organization is held high in repute by its employees who bring the employee and the decision makers on a common footing. A man's destiny is the aggregate of all decisions taken in his or her course of life. The same is true for organizations. The course of decisions is directed by values. For example, an organization that does not regard competition valuable will be held in its operations directed to eliminate competition and create a monopoly in the market. Organizations guided by ethics and values earn profit in the long run, though in the short run they may seem loss-making. Tata Group, one of the largest business Indian conglomerates, was on the verge of decline at the beginning of 1990s, but early turned out to be different. Tata Nano car was foretold as a failure, but the same is recovering fast. Often, ethics follows law in protecting society. Lawyers and public interest litigations are unable to help a great deal, but ethics can. There are various sources of business ethics. Religion provides one of the oldest foundations of ethical standards. Depending upon the degree of religious influence, there are different sects of people, orthodox or fundamentalist, or as moderate. The extent of influence religion exerts is to a greater degree among the orthodox than the moderates. Culture consists of norms and values transferred from one generation to another, considered as ideal or within the acceptable limits that predominantly determines right or wrong and defines certain behavior as acceptable or unacceptable. Human civilization, in fact, has passed through various cultures wherein the moral code was redrafted depending upon the epoch. What was immoral or unacceptable in one culture became acceptable later in another. Laws are procedures and codes of conduct laid down by the legal system of the state meant to guide human behavior within the social framework. Many ethical issues in the workplace involve human resource management. Job design options consist of work simplification, job rotation, job enlargement, job enrichment, autonomous and high performance work teams, de-jobbing and job empowerment. Unethical issues involved are oversimplification of jobs that do not improve from innovative perspective, and workers may feel alienated, making tasks more boring. Job enrichment appears to be more ethical than other options as it results in increased motivation, reduced absenteeism, and enables the employees to fulfill their psychological needs. It is ethical if the human resource manager plans for human resources for the future so that the company will have required people with adequately developed skills to carry out the activities. If not, the act of the human resource management is considered unethical. The competition in industry requires highly skilled and talented candidates. If such candidates are not available internally, the company searches for the candidates from outside. This practice makes the organization to discharge its duty towards itself rather than towards the existing employees. It would be more ethical on the part of the organization if it recruits the internal candidates, if they meet the organizational requirements after training and development. It would be unethical if the organization recruits internal candidates who are not suitable for the job requirements. Similarly, adjusting the job specifications based on the candidate's qualifications and skills involves ethical dilemma. If the job specifications are modified to select the candidates due to influence from pressure groups, it would be treated as an unethical practice. Sometimes money also plays a dominant role in the selections. Such acts are unethical practices. Implementation of the training function based on the concepts on the part of the management is coming ethical, but management and employees at different levels deviate from the principles, including identifying the training needs on the basis of single factor, selecting the trainees on the preferences of the trainees or influence of the trade unions, trainees not taking the training program seriously but treating it as a means of entertainment, making the training program less interesting, selecting trainees on the basis of favoritism and nepotism. These deviations may be called as unethical practices on the part of both the management and the employees. To fulfill one's own responsibility amounts to ethical act. Similarly, shrinking from one's own responsibility is thought unethical. Employees' promotion is the upward movement of an individual in an organization's hierarchy, accompanied by enhanced responsibilities, higher status, and usually the increased income. Though the basis of merit cum seniority balances the limitations of both merit and seniority, it cannot completely match the employee skills with the job specifications. Promoting an employee out of turn, not based on merit, amounts to unethical practice. Transfer is the lateral movement within an organization which helps the company in meeting its goal is viewed ethical. Similarly, employee-initiated transfers which help the employees to achieve their goals without harming the company's interest can be viewed ethical. Organizations believe that the stability of an employee with one organization enhances his skills and the organization receives the benefit of increased employee loyalty and commitment. The loyal and committed employee contributes significantly to the company. Further, organizations usually prefer employee stability as they invest in people on their training and development. Employees also believe that the rolling stone gathers no moss, and as such they stay with one organization. The technologies, systems and structures are changing at a faster rate. Employees chosen to join the fast-growing organizations learn the latest technologies and experience managerial practices. These shifts help the employees to enhance their knowledge, skills, and add value to their existing human resources. Thus, employees learn new jobs and organization knowledge by moving from one organization to another. HR strategies to retain the employees for longer periods cannot be viewed as ethical. A number of questions come up regarding the ethical issues in the payment of wages, salary, or bonus. Is it ethical to pay the same wage or salary to an employee who contributes the least and to another employee making the highest contribution to the job? Is it ethical to legally compel a loss-bearing company to pay 8.33% bonus? Is it ethical to pay bonus at 8.33% equally to all employees without any consideration of the contribution they make? These issues appear to be unethical if the survival and development of the company and the significant contribution of the employees are taken into account. HR managers must visualize employees as having basic rights while considering ethical human resource management. In a moral universe, every person has certain basic rights, including the right of free consent, right of privacy, right of freedom of conscience, right of freedom of speech, and right to due process. People have the right to be treated only as they knowingly and willingly agree to be treated. People have the right to do as they wish in their private lives. They have the right to control, they reveal about their private activities. Employees have the right to refuse to do what violates their moral beliefs, as long as these beliefs reflect commonly recognized norms. A supervisor asking an employee do something unsafe or environmentally harmful may be violating this right if it is in conflict with the employee's values. People have the right to criticize ethics of an organization if they do so in good faith and their criticism does not violate the rights of the individuals in the organization. Ethical, successful companies act according to certain principles in their relationship with customers, vendors, and clients. Ethical and successful companies emphasize mutual benefits. Employees assume responsibility for the actions of the company. They emphasize fairness. Another person's interest count as much as their own. Thus, in this module, we have studied model of ethics, importance of ethics in human resource management, sources of business ethics, ethics in human resource management, and standards for ethical behavior. Thanks for visiting EPG Pathshala.